Let me start by saying I'm not that much of a kicker in relativity to other stuff I've done. I've done more Kung Fu and Aikido, so I'm more of like a grabber or a puncher. But somebody asked me to do a little kicking flexibility demo, and so here it is. If you want more ideas, I have my friend Junior, who's a Taekwondo fourth Dan, towards the end of the video that does a lot of cool kicks. So one idea is grab a Liebert and you bring your foot from side to side. You can do it basically based on ballerina kicking, or you can do it on martial arts kicking. But the idea is just to build flexibility in a dynamic way. So here we're doing the side kick. Next one, you can do the front kick. Again, grab the Liebert. We do it with the Liebert so that you don't have to worry about balance so much. Because when you're practicing your kicking, you generally have to worry about balance and flexibility. Now that you have the Liebert at hand, you could only focus on your flexibility part and not worry so much about the balance. Another trick is just keep the Liebert there and go around it. This is actually a trick I saw with Jet Li, but he was doing it with a bottle. I don't have a bottle, so I did it with the Liebert. You do the opposite side, and you basically do this to practice control with the legs. It's really, really fun exercise. Don't forget to breathe. It's very, very important to breathe while doing these exercises so that you don't lose track of your breath and you could continue practicing with focus and strength. Obviously, you want to practice some static flexibility exercises. The low stance is very good. I hadn't been practicing in a while, so I'm a little bit rigid. After you'll see me do the split, it's not really much of a split, just to give you some ideas of stuff to practice for your kicks. Right, so like I was saying, here's a split. It needs a lot of work, but this is one thing you'll want to practice while to improve your kicks and flexibility in your kicking. So, like again, I did this video because somebody asked me. I don't think that my kicks are all that good, but at least this will provide you some cool ideas of stuff to do for your kicking and kicking flexibility. So one thing I really like is that if you can work from a standing position, because let's say you have a lack of balance, you can actually lie down and do the motions lying down. So here what we're doing is doing lying down kicks. It's a lot easier for balance because there's no balance required and you could just strictly focus on the flexibility. So one of them was kicking one leg at a time, forward and back. This one is you're basically opening and closing the legs, coming to a split position. And you could focus just on the flexibility part. Another thing is to just kind of bring the leg around and around. This is a little stressful on the hip, so if you notice that your hip is cracking or you're feeling any tension in the hip, you could avoid it or go less deep. Obviously, if you're going in one direction, then you go in the opposite direction. I usually do 5 on each side, and I do this exercise maybe twice a day in my Pilates classes. But you decide what you want to take from this video. Nothing static, is just to give you guys some cool ideas for your martial arts and or other stuff that you like doing. So again, continue to breathe. In this exercise, try to keep your back in neutral on the mat. Next thing, you can actually practice bringing your knees towards your chest and holding it there statically, or a little bit more statically. If you notice, I hold it up when the knee is in the extended position. You can do it more dynamically and just like snap the knee like a Thai boxer and then bring it back down. But I like the idea of engaging the abs and just holding it just a little bit on my way up. Another one you could do with the knee is you bring it more towards the side and you're working more the obliques and you lower down slow and with intention and with focus. Again, be mindful of your breath and have fun with these exercises. Obviously do the opposite side. Knee to elbow, lower down slow, knee to elbow, and lower down slow. Next exercise is you want to hold stuff statically while standing up. So here we're holding sort of a forward kick in a standing forward position. This stuff is amazing for when you do kick dynamically, you'll have a bunch of strength. This is a little Bruce Lee one. Obviously Bruce Lee held it much higher, but just to give you an idea. So your side kick, bring it up to the sky, and you hold it there and you just hold it there as long as possible. I did it very short for the video, but normally go for about 30 seconds to 45-second holds, yeah? And then the next one is, I don't know what it's called in martial arts, but in yoga it's called the Warrior 3. You hold the Warrior 3. This would help if you're doing back kicks. sort of like kicking from a standing position backwards with your heel. It'll help with that. Do the opposite side. Again, 30 to 45 seconds hold. Now, another one you could do is same idea, but have a basu ball. Flip the basu ball over, and you practice the exercises on that. I won't be showing the Warrior 3 on this basu ball because I'm still working on it, and it's not very, very solid, so I don't want to disappoint while watching the video. You can actually do, this is kind of called the crane. It's really good balance exercise. And you can actually bring your leg out to the side, which is like a kick prep exercise. Another thing you could do is, if you have a training buddy, is you can practice your flexibility on his shoulder. So you can basically bring one leg up on the shoulder, keep it there, again, 30 to 45 second hold. If you're flexible enough, you could start lifting. As you saw, my friend there was in a lunge position and he came to a standing position, because this buys me about 4 to 5 extra inches of flexibility as he's coming up. Take your time with it. I did it really fast for the video because already this video is excessively long. If I wanted to hold a lot of poses as long as I wanted to hold them, it would have probably been an hour long, and that would have bored the hell out of you, and that's the last thing I want. Next thing I want you guys to do with a partner is in a Vsit, and like obviously it's a Vsit with his legs on the floor, and you're also in a Vsit, and you're trying to bring your legs into a split. The person on the outside is the person that's working mainly. The person on the inside works a little bit, but it's mainly the guy with the legs out on the outside that works, and the person on the inside pushes his legs against the person on the outside. Guys, I hope this video is helpful. Namaste. Here's my friend Junior. He's a 4th Dan Taekwondo master. He wasn't really warmed up for this video. I just asked him to give me some ideas for kicks, and so he followed suit for me. He's a really good kicker. Enjoy the video. Enjoy what Junior does, and please hit me back with any questions. I love you guys very, very much, and namaste.